I've tested the water that comes out of here. I've watched a ton of videos before I made this one on the filtration efficiency, I guess you would say, on here. And it just passes so many tests. I'm serious, this is it. The answer to fresh water that's drinkable. So this is the Itehil, I don't know how to say it, Itehil water filtration system. It does have 2 filters, which you install right on the top. This unit is tiny. I mean, you can pick it up with one hand. Doesn't take up much space. It also comes with this bag so that you can have the accessories that come with it, which isn't much anyway. But before I show you what's in the bag, this is how my current water situation works. 18 liters or 5 gallons of water. I weighed it before I came here and it's about 51.5 pounds, I think it was. You'll see in the picture exactly the weight. And that's what I usually bring, is this thing. You can see the size difference already. I think even empty, it's heavier than this unit. And I'm all about weight savings right now. So if this is how you normally carry your water, I can tell you this is probably something you're gonna wanna look at. Now, that being said, it's not gonna work if you don't have access to fresh water. It won't work with salt water, and you're gonna need to find fresh water. How dirty that water is, it seems it will filter pretty much anything. Like you could take black coffee and filter it through here, and it'll filter the clean water from the coffee. I tried it, I was blown away.
Dude, it's actually working. Look at this, show it here. Dirty, nasty coffee. Look at that. Dirty or nastier coffee, clean water. I did not think that was actually gonna happen.
A coffee!
So as you can see, you got some hoses that you gotta deal with. I'll show you exactly how that works. I just keep everything in here real simple. It's literally 3 hoses, and this is the handle to put on the filters. It also comes with a USB-C to USB-C cord to charge it. Oh yeah, that's right. It runs on its own battery. So once you charge it up, it'll do, I believe it's 9 gallons of water on one charge. The hoses are the one that you put into the water. It already has one of these little filters just right off the get-go for any large debris, leaves or something like that. You have this piece here, which is, you screw this on to the one side, which I'll show you in a second, and then you can quick connect this piece. They have a white hose for your clean water and a blue hose for your dirty water, and it's all labeled very nicely. The time to fill up a pretty big water bottle is about 3 minutes to fill up the water bottle. Plus setup time, you're probably looking at about 4 minutes total. For me personally, small price to pay for the convenience of just not carrying around that much water. I could just do it the other way, like everybody else, just buy bottled water. I've done that plenty of times. And again, you're just carrying a bunch of weight that's just, I don't know, in my opinion, not needed, especially when you can get something like this. Will I be using it every time I go out with a family? I don't know yet. I haven't tried it out that way yet. We do have a tent trailer. I would not drink the water out of the tent trailer, that's for sure. I could absolutely see myself using this thing to fill up small water bottles and stuff like that out of the streams. I am fortunate enough to live on the West Coast in this dense forest where we have streams and ponds, lakes, pretty much everywhere. So it's easy for me to find pretty clean water actually. However, there is still gonna be diseases in there. Beaver fever is a big one, and this will filter those out as well, which is huge. So you have the unit itself, and it's gonna have a bunch of buttons here. One of them is just to turn it on, and then the other 2 are to reset the filters when you change them. You have your lights, which will tell you if it's running, if it's charging, whether or not the reverse osmosis filter needs to be changed, or if the hybrid filter needs to be changed. I'll quickly show you how it works.
Before I take you to the creek, let's quickly go over the filters and features on this unit. It has one filter to filter out the big things like leaves and debris. The hybrid PP cotton filters out large particles like sediment and rust. while activated carbon absorbs impurities such as chlorine and organic compounds, improving water quality and taste by removing odors and contaminants. The reverse osmosis water filtration system is designed to remove bacteria, viruses, and parasites, along with other contaminants like heavy metals, pesticides, and PFAS. This effectiveness is attributed to its multi-stage filtration process, which includes PP cotton, activated carbon, and reverse osmosis membrane, which has an extremely small pore size to filter out a high percentage of impurities. So what I've been able to tell with this tester, this cheap tester that I just got on Amazon, is basically if the water looks clear, it's going to give you a good reading. It's not testing for, I guess, chemicals and diseases, bacteria. It's not testing for that sort of stuff. It's just testing for, I guess, big particles. This particular water source does look very clear. I'm assuming this is going to give a good reading. Let's quickly check it. All right. Turn it on. So anything under like 50 is going to be a good reading. So we're at 4. I mean, 4 is excellent drinking water. I'm still gonna run it through the filter and see if it does anything to it. I don't know what to say. Like I said, it's not testing for bacteria or anything like that. It is running water, so you'd probably be okay drinking this. But again, I'm gonna run it through the filter. It does take out the bacteria. It does take out the diseases. So let's see if it makes any change on the reader. Right. White goes to white, blue goes to blue. Priming the filters. Getting rid of whatever's left. I'm also going to start my timer to see how long this process is. All right, 3 minutes, 24 seconds to fill up the bottle. I guess for some people that's a long time. I don't know. I just like the convenience of it. It's small and doesn't take up much space. So I'll refill my bottle once a day. It's no big deal. Where we live, we always find streams like this. I wouldn't be too worried about running out of water. But let's see how it did on the water tester. All right. So there you go. It completely got rid of everything. 0 PPI. So this water would be perfect drinking water. Again, we'll stick it in here. We got 4, which is 5, which is still great drinking water. Excellent drinking water. But again, I'm worried about the bacteria, so this would be the way to go. I did say I wasn't gonna drink it, but it's got no taste at all whatsoever. It's kind of cold too. Nice and refreshing. Okay. I'm sold. Also, there's no smell. It doesn't smell like, I get you that lake water smell sometimes, or streams. Again, this is a running stream, so that's gonna help with that. So here we are in my kitchen. You're supposed to let this thing run for 35 minutes. I guess it clears out the filters and all that. Never mind the mess. This is how I did it. Filled up the sink, put the clean water running back into the sink. The dirty water goes into the other sink where it's draining. 35 minutes, I got my timer going, 26 minutes left.
And so before I put it away, it's obvious. You're gonna need to find water before you can use this. There is those hand ones. There's a bunch of other options, gravity ones, lots of different filtration systems on the market. I'm just showing you guys this particular one that I've actually been using, and I do like it. It's pretty quick to fill up the bottles. It's light, it's small. I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but I'm just letting you know that this is one of the options out there. And like I said, I do like it. To put it away, super simple. I disconnect the hose that goes into the lake. Do the spin, it's just easier to spin without it on there. Coil it up, Into the bag it goes. These two are just simple quick connects. Roll them up. In it goes. Close the rubber flap. Put the rubber flap on here. The handle, which I probably wouldn't have taken out anyway, goes in here, and that's it. Off I go. Just so easy. And it does get rid of all the bad things. I did write to them. I asked them about the minerals, because you don't want to be filtering out the minerals, even though they're trace minerals. You still want to have your iron, your magnesium, these sorts of things, and it won't filter those out, which is nice.